gain of 1 there. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Taysom Hill, the very versatile quarterback out of Brigham Young.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the option, here's Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward, an absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
On 3rd down, Hill. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here's Hill. Steps away to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field, all right? This is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo, get right back on the line of scrimmage, and hammer out him again.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Steelers making their way out, and with their longtime starter, Ben Roethlisberger, leading the way. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At the 35-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hill. Completes it right side to White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hill. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
The Steelers' 24-yard line.
From the gun, here's Hill. And his throw is incomplete.
In today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron's got it. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
The first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route. But he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a bit. This is caught inside the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. His Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Makes the score Cowboys 10. Steelers 3.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all the problems either.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
The pass.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Hill. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
It's now 3rd and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Hill on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Now it's Hill. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
3rd and long. It's Hill. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4.
Cowboys 10. Steelers 6.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Pass, it's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him. We'll step aside and be right back. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Hill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. The big man, Tyson Alualu, there to make the tackle.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Hill. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll run with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. On
2nd down, it's Pollard. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has been a long drive. In fact, it's eating up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Hill now operating from the red zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And his kick is right through. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. It's incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the fourth. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He gets it left side to Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Short little throw to Ebron, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's complete right around the 8. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. 9 yards on the... And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Roethlisberger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you.